Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you with a Tesla stock update video. Anyone looking at those options trading with the 700 calls with the call options with a strike price of 700 by December, I think 25th or I'm sorry, January 25th or January 16th, meaning that a lot of people are betting a lot of big money that Tesla will be $700 a share by mid-January, which I guess it's possible. I mean, you're looking at a really big squeeze if you have all this float that institutions need to buy and they can't get it from the cross trade and they have to go into the float. It's just so much. There's a potential for a squeeze for the stock to go insane. That's why we had those two tranches that they could say, okay, well, another reason. That's why they gave them a month in advance to prepare for it. Most times this happens. Hey, they announce you'll be including the S&P 500, and you'll be added, 10 days later max. But they gave Tesla so much because they're coming in, I think, at number 10, as one of the biggest company to ever be added in the S&P 500 ever. At the time of inclusion, and you have something where it's okay. You need this big because it's coming in at number 10. It is the 10th biggest company to go in there. And again, we don't know if Warren Buffett's still investing in it, or if Warren Buffett is investing in it. That's just been a rumor since last week, where I did a video on that. It's like, oh, okay, these things, they make sense. I think Rob Maurer from Tesla Daily podcasted that as well. I didn't expect, based on like the pre-market, I was like, all right, because it closed last week at under 500, so it hadn't had a previous close of that, for a couple months, and it was like, okay, I probably expect it to be, maybe like, go even up and down between, above 500, below 500, but it was hot out the gate, at some point reaching above 7% increase, and it actually had a record closing of 521. Someone said that, congratulations to Elon Musk, people at Tesla, and Elon Musk replied, wow. Like the Owen Wilson, wow. He didn't have the gift or anything, that's just how he responded. And it's just something I always knew we'd get here. I still think this is just the beginning, because we have Biden's energy policy that's coming out December 1st, and that's going to be a wild card. He had Janet Yellen as the U.S. National Treasurer. Now, I did not like Janet Yellen as the chairman of the Federal Reserve because she's all about, print money, quantitative easing, fuck the debt, we're just going to print everything that we want. But to her credit, she has learned over the years, okay, if I say this, the markets do this. If I do that, the markets do this. So she knows what markets like, what they dislike. I think it's actually she's not the worst person he could have chosen. So I think it's not a bad pick. I think this is something that could be good for markets. And the Fed knows that as much as I dislike the quantitative easing, they need it, because if they stop doing that and the interest rates go up, markets are going to go. Again, just my opinion. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinions. As far as Tesla goes, I think this could be really good. Regardless of who's president, it's going to be really good for 4 years. But just because Biden was going to be really aggressive on energy, so much so he wants to ban fracking. That could be a whole nother video, why we should or should not do that. But as far as Tesla goes, yeah, it's going to be ramping up. Now, showing what Tesla did today, we're going to look here. Yeah, at one point this was insane. At what did it get up to? Oh, all right, only 524. Actually 525 at one point. Looking at a little bit of decrease during the day. After hours, not so bad. After hours, we're just looking at up another couple bucks. That volume, again, this went up on not a lot of volume. So I'm just thinking that because it went up so much, people just aren't selling. I would not sell. I'm not selling. Now back over here. I have a couple of other stocks. Wow. All right. NWBO is down 4%. This is something that it's a coin flip. It's Northwest Biotherapeutics. Phase 3 trials are done. They're just waiting on the preliminary feedback. TDoc is basically Zoom for doctors. They have a piece in every video game software. NNOX, the guy that runs this, I forget his name. He's from Israel. He's like the Jewish Elon Musk. He just builds businesses in his free time. And this happens to be an X-ray Just a new way to do X-rays, and I just believe in it long term. That's just something that I have, but I don't want to. I think I'd like to pick winners, and I'll go over a couple of others back and forth here. My partner told me to buy this last week when it was at like $15 a share. I was like, I don't have much money to put in. He's like, dude, just throw like $5,000 in it. It's like, I don't have this much money. And look what happened. Look what happened. It like doubled. I'm so salty about that. This, again, penny stocks. I don't normally mess with penny stocks. NWBO, just because I find out pretty much right away. I'm not just sitting there, twiddling with my thumb up my ass for, like years, like some of these penny stocks. But this one, friend Will told me to get when it was 0.8 of a penny. So it wasn't even 1 penny. It was 0.008. And he got in. He didn't put much in, just put in a couple grand, and it has tripled since then. So again, I do not always make the right calls, but I feel like for the most part I pick winners. Again, Square, Illumina, stuff in the past that I had. Tesla. It works out if you take a gamble, you roll the dice, it works out great, fantastic. But for me, again, I like to be a little bit more safe, or why try for like 6 birds in the bush when you have 1 in the hand? Tesla, perfect. That's why I won't buy any other car company. I just won't. Again, some people want to go Neo, that's fine. Again, Tesla will be number 1, but there's going to be a lot of competition for number 2 and 3, and yeah, there's going to be other companies that'll get a piece of that pie. And Neo could be one of them. GM could be one of them. I doubt it, but I feel like anyone that's going to get the other two, well, because Americans, there's a bunch of Americans that they won't buy Japanese products. Like even like Hondas. Hondas are great. They are great vehicles. They won't buy Asian. They won't buy foreign products. Some Americans. Nope. American made only. Okay, you're gonna get. Okay, have fun with your Ford that's gonna break every fucking 3 years. But, yeah, like Japanese, Chinese, like what I don't think I've ever had a Chinese car, but my Honda's been great. My Honda has been better than every other American car that I've had. Chevy Cavalier, Ford Contour, it's just been better. Anyway, as far as Tesla, this hopefully my last car to buy, and also again, we're just talking right now. The stock price, it's just short term. What we're talking about, like $700 price point, that is short term. That is just with S&P inclusion, all the stuff in the next couple of months. My Cybertruck, when I get it, that's going to be the last car I'm ever going to buy, because at that point, after that, even if it only lasts 10 years, okay, I'm in my late 30s, or even when I'm in my early 40s, I'm not going to buy another car, because at that point, you're going to have these giant Tesla's going to have all these robo-taxis everywhere. It's not going to be worth it to buy $60,000 for a car. It's just not. Again, unless you haven't, it's going to go out making money, and it is fun. Teslas are fun to drive. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I think they're going to get. They're obviously going to be first to market for autonomy. Again, I think, and that's just so many trillions of dollars worth, and they're going to get such a huge piece of that. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I love you all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I'll catch you later. Bye.